So it's 5 days before Christmas, and yeah, guess what? I just finished shopping. Well, I am known to be a big procrastinator, so why should Christmas be any different, right? Anyways, just had this I just had this epiphany while I was on the way back home. I was like, why am I so stressed out with the holidays? It wasn't a big deal for me before. I mean, I grew up. I would say pretty much I grew up in a traditional household. I still live with both parents. At the same time, it's not that traditional because actually I grew up with one parent at a time. If memory serves me right, there's always this long, elongated periods of time that I'm just with one parent. It's either I'm with my dad for some period of time or I'm with my mom for some period of time. Either parent is out, somewhere. They're not in the picture. Most likely has something to do with business or with their work at that time. But I do remember celebrating the holidays with a very big family. So I'm not really that close with my father's side of the family because I don't know, they're kind of different. And in that sense, I really mean different. They got different religion, different. Let's just stick with my mother's side of the family. Anyways, my mother's side of the family, they're a big bunch. Like in the traditional sense, I live in the province. I'm the typical person that when you walk along the street, every single person that I meet is actually a relative of mine. Heck, the whole village is actually a relative of mine to some degree. So that's the situation. I grew up celebrating the holidays, Noche Buena, Medianoche, with my, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, nth degree cousins. And that was happening for a time being. I mean, until my mother's siblings, relocated and migrated to other countries and took their family along with them. So it came to a point that we had to adjust to celebrating the holidays with a big reunion or this big gathering to just the four of us. Because it was just my mom, my dad, myself, and my sister. So from this big gatherings to four people celebrating the holidays, it was a little bit of an adjustment for us. The way we adjusted was my mom took us to the mall. And what we did, I kid you not, every Christmas day was we watched all the films in MMFF that allowed kids inside. That's how we did it. And yes, I really am that old. During those times, you can actually watch the film more than once. Yeah, that was a long time ago, man. So, what was the epiphany, Jez? Oh, now that I am a parent myself, I really have this yearning for my son to experience a traditional Filipino holiday. Come on, think about it. We Filipinos are known for a very elongated celebration of Christmas. Once the Burr months hit, that's Christmas time already in the Philippines. You can hear Jose Marichan songs in loop, man. Anyways, however, there is something. I want my son to experience a traditional, Christmas celebration. At the same time, I want it to be practical. Now that I am actually living, well, my son and I were living separately now. Before it was a little bit of a different accommodation setup. I was still living with my sister and her son in the house help before. Now that we have two separate houses, we would be celebrating Christmas differently. So now I have more control over how we are going to be celebrating it. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure I can start with the traditional, Noche Buena, right? Maybe we do something before the clock strikes midnight. Maybe open his gift for, his gift on Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas morning, I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe I'll take him somewhere. Have no idea. Anyways, Christmas is for kids. That's what I always hear my mother say. So I grew up in a very different, time, and I grew up in a very different situation. Now maybe it is my turn to make a Christmas memory for my son that he would be able to take into his adult life, and something that he could look back on with fondness and a smile on his face. So, anyways, those are just random thoughts that are in my head. And yeah, it's been a long time since I updated this vlog. Anyways, I hope you guys have done your Christmas shopping, and happy holidays. Ciao.